First and foremost, DK.
Donkey Kong.
How could Donkey Kong work as a movie? Your bananas are stolen.
Yeah. I think
The
it could
whole
work
world
really well as a movie, actually. The stuff in Super Smash Bros. Brawl, which we'll probably get to later, but Diddy Kong in that was so hilarious. Like,
Yeah, Diddy Kong's funny.
Some of the facial expressions and stuff are just classic. There's a whole bunch of stuff. They have a really huge cast in that game of characters that they can use.
You have Donkey Kong, Diddy Kong, Dixie Kong, King K. Rool, Cranky Kong.
One of the things that might be interesting to note, though, about that is that a lot of I have Tropical Freeze. I haven't gotten much into it.
I have the 3DS.
But a lot of the progress story-wise and development of the Donkey Kong franchise and all these cast of characters was done by Rare in the 90s.
That's true.
And so I don't know how... Like, it seems in the latest one, like, with the the comeback it's kind of had with the Wii one, and then they did it on the 3DS. They ported
Retro
it, and then they
Studios
had the new Wii U one. Retro. It seems maybe they're doing more of the gameplay thing, the more just Mario mechanics, making a game like that's less of like expanding and these silly, quirky little story things. I mean, I guess since we're talking about Nintendo, and we definitely have full faith in their ability to make a funny, cute, good thing. But, you know, in the hands of Donkey Kong and, like, what it truly spiritually is, I would think that you have to make note, at least, of Rare's influence in creating.
I mean, I could imagine, like, I could imagine a movie poster for Donkey Kong the movie, and it's just, like, expand, you know, like, or something, you know, like, I mean, because, Ratchet and Clank was kick some asteroid.
Yeah.
And so, I don't imagine Nintendo going that far out, but I would imagine if there was going to be a franchise that did something a little bit more on the risque side, it would be Donkey Kong, because it just naturally is.
That's true.
When I think of Donkey Kong as a movie, I think of two examples of how they could, like, what it could be maybe inspired by or be similar to. First, Jungle Book. I could imagine them doing like an animated sort of like, you know, like this kind of the jungle sort of thing. You got King K. Rool, you got King Louie and all of that. I mean, you just have those kind of parallels. I mean, there's no man cub and stuff, but you have Donkey Kong, like there's just kind of like that jungle aesthetic, like it's a really fun setting for a movie, an animated kids movie. There's always lots of stuff to do in the jungle. Different animals are always fun.
They could really do some gritty, cool stuff with the Donkey Kong franchise, I think, in a movie. Even if they didn't take the whole silly kind of cute approach, if they did some gritty stuff, they could actually do some stuff. I could see like Donkey Kong in like some storm with like just a silhouette, and it's like all his furs like just wet and mad, and then he's got
I imagine him looking a lot like
Diddy.
Sullivan or something from Monsters Inc. That fur and stuff. But the other inspiration, I think, because you're talking about how Donkey Kong is pretty much rooted in gameplay now, and the story has been tossed aside.
Yeah.
I think of Angry Birds and the Angry Birds movie.
Yeah, I haven't seen much of that.
I've seen like one trailer, and they did a very good job at like, you have this bird, he gets hit on the head, he's angry, he goes attacks these pigs. Like there's just very like you wouldn't think of that like with the Angry Birds game, because there's no story in the Angry Birds game besides like the few cutscenes that go between. I could imagine that's with Donkey Kong, because he gets his bananas stolen by King K. Rool.
Yeah,
and it's all about just like basically a blank slate for jokes, just jokes in the jungle, and nothing else. Because that seems like all the Angry Birds. Angry Birds movie is how can we make angry jokes and stuff like and puns, and that's all it is.
Yeah,
and so I would like that.
It sounds almost Looney Toony in a way.
Yeah, and Donkey Kong, I mean, even is kind of beyond Nintendo, because it's Donkey Kong, but it's also you've seen Donkey Kong in the Pixels movie. Donkey Kong was kind of present in, you know, like Wreck-It Ralph.
He's so iconic.
Yeah, it's like arcades almost. It's beyond Nintendo. It's just gaming as a whole. Yeah. Everyone knows like that classic going up and getting hit by the barrels. And so maybe we could even see like, I mean, they could do a lot with that. End of Snippet.